Hello, my name is Jonathan Diodorus, and the title of my presentation today is A Healthy Mind. Just to overview what I'm going to be talking about today, I'll be defining consciousness, speaking about circadian rhythms and the disruptions of how it can affect our bodies. I'll also be talking about meditation and hypnosis and how their relaxations can improve our bodies. And lastly, I'll be talking about types of drugs and the effects that could have in our minds and brain. The human mind is an incredible thing. Researchers spend their whole life trying to grasp how complex the brain is. Our brain gives us the ability to do amazing things with our bodies, and it is how it functions so perfectly. When we use our brain, we do things consciously, meaning that we are aware at any given time our thoughts, feelings, sensations, perceptions, and internal environment. Every day we use our conscious to perceive the world around us. The amazing things the human body can do and everything we remember in our lives are because of our consciousness. We speak of our consciousness as the opposite of unconscious. When you're unconscious, you're unable to be aware of the surroundings. You might do things unconsciously and have no recollection of how they happened. It's crazy to think how the body functions unconsciously. We as humans tend to function consciously, and it can often get confusing when we do something without perceiving it. Now, although we are conscious, there are studies that those researchers have found that is called altered states of consciousness. With this state, a person can change in awareness produced by sleep, meditation, hypnosis, or drugs. In this state, a person's perception changes due to the external product. For example, a person on drugs may think he's floating off the ground, but in reality, he's not. The body regulates a lot of processes to make the body function properly. There needs to be a balance in how these processes function in the body. Circadian rhythms are the regulators of your bodily functions, such as blood pressure and appetite, and functions with a 24-hour period and is the fluctuation from high to low points of certain bodily functions and behaviors. Within the circadian rhythm regulating your body functions, it is common for disruptions to occur. One common disruption would be with sleep. Circadian rhythms regulate your body to desired time to go to sleep. At night you feel tired and because your body is at the lowest point. Subjective night is the biological clock that tells a person when to go to sleep. After I graduated high school, my sleeping pattern was off. I found myself sleeping later during the night. After a couple months of this cycle, it had messed up my biological clock. I found myself sleeping late at night and waking up later during the day. As a result of this, not only did I feel sluggish during the day, I found my health to be at risk. As I was awake during the night, I was eating a lot, and I saw an increase in my weight, and I wasn't unable to stay alert during the day. In a research study titled A Sleep Study of Undergraduate Students, researchers sought out to find if students were getting enough sleep during the semester. Research suggests that sleep is a critical determinant in a person's well-being and his health. The result of this experiment was found that the poor sleep quality among college students is universal, that the college students weren't getting enough rest. When you have a busy schedule and you're always on the go, it's hard to find time to relax. We strive for excellence, and sometimes we do not see how working hard can sometimes take a toll on our body. One way to help our bodies relax and stay healthy is meditation. In Mastering the World of Psychology, it defines meditation as a technique that involves focusing attention on an object, a word, one's breathing, or one's body movement in an effort to block out all distractions. I personally believe meditation is an important part of success. It relieves stress from the body and clears the mind, so when completed, you feel more energetic to take on a workload. An example of meditation that I practice myself would be the art of Tai Chi. The purpose of this art form is to focus on the slow movements of your body to achieve state of relaxation. With this form of meditation, not only are you focused on relaxation, but it also helps in improving your health with exercise. I have found when practicing Tai Chi that my body is able to reach a state of relaxation. After each session, my mind is also clear because I wasn't worried about anything for that period of time. Another relaxation technique is hypnosis, which is when a hypnotist uses the power of suggestion to induce changes in thoughts, feelings, sensation, perception, or behavior in another person. In a research study written by Joel Clotter, researchers sought out to find if hypnosis would relieve back pain. The randomized control study was conducted by Sheila Ardigo and Swiss colleagues. The study took 53 patients with back pain of 4 or higher on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the most pain. During the experiment, 26 were randomized and received 30 minutes of hypnosis therapy once a week. The other 27 were given 30-minute massage sessions also once per week. Patients were asked before and after each session the intensity of their pain. The results were not significantly different from each method, although in the study it states that patients given hypnosis sessions had lesser pain before each session than those given massage therapy. Although researchers suggest that more experience are needed to prove their theory, they believe that both self-care and self-hypnosis augment each other. Although the study is in the early stages, I believe hypnosis can be a value of relieving stress and rehabilitation. A person's mind is very complex and can be structured to help counteract things that are harmful to the body. The term "it's all in your head" can be used in this process, and we see how hypnosis can help clear our minds. We all know that drugs can be harmful to your brain if abused. We see on TV, books, and social media how people are affected and how it drives them to act inappropriately. But people don't know how it affects our brain and what causes people to act the way they do. There is different types of drugs, and it can be categorized in different categories. There is opiates such as morphine and heroin. These drugs act as pain relievers. According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, heroin changes the physical structure and physiology of the brain. With this, it causes imbalances in neuronal and hormonal systems that are not easily reversed. Other types of drugs that we see, such as depressants like alcohol and stimulants like cocaine, can have effect on the brain. Depressants work on the GABA receptors to produce a sedative effect. And we can see with this abuse can leave a person unable to comprehend, sometimes leaving a person unconscious. Stimulants can also be harmful when abused, and we see the opposite of depressants when it triggers the sympathetic nervous system. It can increase blood pressure and increase your heart rate to dangerous levels. The effect drugs have on a person, we can see that people becoming addicted and abusing the drug. Also, withdrawals are common with people who abuse drugs. In this case, their bodies can be accustomed to the drug that they crave for it to keep the body in balance. As a teenager, you are in a time of your life where you are exploring new things. You also are in a time of your life where peer pressure is very strong. I believe this is a time for a teenager to be responsible and educate yourself on the effects of drugs on your body. An innocent moment can have a great impact on the future of your life. Remember, there is no reversing the effect on the drugs that have on your mind and your body. We also have one body in our lifetime, and it is our responsibility to keep it as healthy as we can. Our mind, like other parts of our body, needs rest and exercise. We exercise our brain when we learn new things. Although learning is important, we also need to understand that relaxation and clearing our mind is also important in health of our brain. We must also understand that our brain can be altered by harmful drugs, and it is our responsibility not to abuse these drugs. Our brain is a very powerful thing, and if we maintain it, we can achieve beyond our wildest dreams.